Hey everyone, so I haven't blogged in a little bit. I had an interesting virtual telehealth appointment with a nutritionist today. Why would I get a nutritionist appointment? Let's find out. So if you followed me for a little bit, you realize I have all the great things that go along with cancer, but I also have great things like high cholesterol, high triglycerides, high A1C because I'm type 2 diabetic. So diabetes patients, of course, is stressed on exercising and eating healthy. And I have a dilemma with this. With my stage 3 rectal cancer that I endured, with my ileostomy, all the great surgeries, rerouting everything, I have issues with the more movement I make, the more movement I make. Also, the fact of I want to eat healthy, but anybody that eats salads and raw vegetables and all the good stuff that's good for you has a tendency to, pardon the pun, backfire, and it can cause some major bathroom issues for me. So it's a catch-22 for me. So I didn't really know how to handle it. Is there supplements out there? Is there something I can do to help with the diabetes and figuring out what's going on? So the nutritionist brought some light to the subject for me. A couple things. There is something called Bananatrol, and it's actually an anti-diarrhea powder because it's a prebiotic. They always talk about probiotics, but apparently probiotics at this point are not my friend. I need prebiotics, and so I just ordered some. You can get them on Amazon, and we're basically testing it out to see if it will help with that. We also talked about, I love salads, absolutely. Just any leftover vegetables or whatever, just toss it in there and make something out of it, right? If I have any leftover chicken, if I have any leftover cheese, if I have any leftover egg or whatever, I like tossing it into a salad. And I feel like I'm getting healthy, but I have an awful reaction to it. And another thing she taught me was about soluble and insoluble ingredients that can cause an issue. And so soluble items are my friend, which I think I'm still learning and getting some research on it. Insoluble are things with skin, like potatoes, carrots, things like that. And I've talked to you guys about this actually as well. When I had my ileostomy, you learn a lot about food digestion and what doesn't digest. And all those vegetables that we love that have skin do not process in your body. So don't boo me on this next statement. So yes, I have a glucose meter and finger sticks and all that stuff, but my doctor knows this though. I do not test my blood. Do you know why? It is never, ever, ever, ever low. It's always high, so I don't do it because to me, I poke myself in the belly. I don't need to prick my fingers multiple times to let me know something I already know, that my blood sugar's high. But she is requesting, and I'll do it, because she's wanting to check some things, and I'll explain. So she's wanting me to do my first thing in the morning when I wake up, reading. And then also, I was telling her, I don't always eat breakfast. And the reason why is you have, they talk about intermittent fasting. So I do that. But also, if I'm having a really rough night the night before, all my insides are super swollen. And I don't even I feel full because I'm swollen inside. So I have no desire to eat. So I'm not eating until lunchtime. And it might be like 11:30, sometimes even 1 o'clock, just depending on if it's a rough night. So she's also wanting me to check my blood sugar before meals, rather if it's before breakfast or before lunch, because she's wanting to check, does my insulin increase with the lack of food in my body? we're wanting to see, is the liver processing sugar like it should? Is my body processing insulin like it should, et cetera, et cetera? It's a process of elimination. The last thing that we talked about I found pretty interesting was, she said, when I drink water or whatever with my meals, she said, try not to do it before drinking a bunch and try not to do it during a meal, because of my history. Water will just push all my nutrients and food right through my body, and it won't be able to obtain that nutrients, and that's where the lethargy comes from, the lack of being healthy, I don't know, all that stuff. So she's wanting me to basically eat my meal first and take a sip here and there if I need it, but try to drink my fluids after my meal so that my food can actually process in my body first without it getting washed down with the drink. So that was interesting too. All right, so I've got homework to do. I want to see the difference between probiotic and prebiotic, and also insoluble and soluble items to eat. Other than that, I'll be finger sticking on top of my tummy sticking. And hopefully numbers will start coming down. I get to talk with her again in a couple weeks, and we're going to revisit, and we're going to get to the bottom of this, because it might not be just a diabetic thing. It could be an organ thing, you know, because my liver got messed up with my immunotherapy for my stage 3 melanoma. So I don't know. It's to be continued. We'll see. But I just found some interesting things that I thought I'd pass on to you all. Have a good day. Bye.